guys, you're now watching Sprightly Kid, and today is a Squishy Makeover. So let me show you the first victim. Okay, so this is a raindrop, with a trunk and some tusks. This is gonna be an elephant raindrop, but I actually have some announcement to make because I have one heart left, that Caleb gave to me for my heart and duck set. This will be the white heart, so I'm gonna fix that today. So those are our victims for this week. Let's jump into squishy roasting, starting with the elephant raindrop. So this raindrop, I made it in 2018. I made a copy, 2020 copy this year, copy of it, but I'm gonna give it a makeover now. So when the trunk is 3D and it's supposed to go over the mouth, and it can do some cool stuff like you can move it around. So I'm gonna break out my fabric glue and glue it on. And I'm gonna spread glue with the popsicle stick. And then I'm gonna stick the trunk on. And then I'm gonna have an idea for how to let it dry. So I'm gonna raise up the trunk, and then I'm gonna use a rubber band to hold it in place. And then now time to let it to dry. So while that's drying, I'm gonna work on the heart. So the squishy that Caleb gave to me, this is another one from him, by the way. It was like a light pink, so this is gonna be white, the lightest color, the white heart. So I'm gonna use some white matte paint to paint it on. Now the glue is dry, and I can start taking off the rubber bands. Now I'm gonna start filling this thing. I'm using white slick paint to first seal in the edge of where the trunk and the actual raindrop meet. So now that I've actually put on 3 coats of the white on the front, and now time to start painting the back. Now that I've got the solid white all the way around, it's now time to start painting the face. So I'm gonna make like 2 black dots. There are my 2 eyes, and now time to add the mouth. So it's gonna be a round mouth, cause it's like surprised. Time to paint the inside of the mouth. I'm gonna start filling in the trunk. So starting over here with the memory, filling in the memory foam, sealing in all the holes. Oops, I have to be careful with this thing. because the trunk is kind of delicate. I'm gonna start squirting paint around, and I'm gonna start squirting paint around and then spreading it over with a popsicle stick. Now that I'm done securing the trunk, it's time to start filling in the holes of the memory foam. Filling in all the holes of the memory foam. By the way, does anybody says that you can't sell a sloth for Christmas? Nobody. So here's a little joke for you guys. What dinosaur lives in South Africa and Lesotho? The Lesothosaurus. Now, so I've already sealed in the memory foam, but not quite enough. So I'm just gonna start adding another coat. Okay, so just fill it in already. This trunk is actually quite long, so it's gonna probably take like about a week to fill it in with to fill in the memory foam. So now that I've spent a full week of gluing the trunk, get to glue on the tusks. I already glued on one side, but I forgot to finish what's left of the tusks. Glue on the other side. Glue on the other side real quick. Now the glue is dry. I've actually let the glue dry for more than 30 minutes. So now we could start taking off these rubber bands. I'm gonna start filling them with paint before they could drop. So this one has fallen off, so I'm gonna try to stick it back on with paint, and then I'm gonna slosh some paint over it. Fell off as well, I think because they're like pointy, so I'm gonna stick it on with paint, and then once I stick it on with paint, I'm gonna slosh some paint on the sides. Yeah, I want these tusks to be stuck there forever. So now that the tusks are fused on together, I'm gonna start filling in the memory foam with my white fabric paint. Just like I did with the trunk for like a full week. I hope this won't take a full week because I'm already excited to get started onto the painting job already, the final paint job. Now time to let this thing to dry. Okay, so after a full week and a half of filling in the trunk and tusks, we could finally start the real paint job. So for my elephant color, I'm gonna mix some white with some black to make gray because most elephants are gray. Oh. So now that I've mixed my gray color, I'm gonna start painting the top of the body. And I'm gonna go around the tusks because they'll be a different color, but I'm gonna paint the trunk also with the gray. Sure. now it's time to start to paint the face. I've actually painted the bottom and put one more coat of the tusks. I'm actually keeping the tusks white. So I'm now going to paint the eyes on top of this elephant raindrop. So here is one eye. Can you see it? Yeah. And now time to paint the other eye next. And now time to paint the mouth, but the mouth is going to be underneath the trunk. I don't know if you could see it. I'm going to show it when it's finished. This is the mouth. Can you see the black curved line? So the trunk of the elephant is a combination of its nose and upper lip. So I'm gonna go down to the trunk and start, I'm gonna go to the bottom of the trunk and start painting it pink because that's the upper lip. I'm gonna paint every of the bottom except the two fingers on the trunk. Now I'm gonna, so there's one more detail. So I already put in the highlights in the eyes, but I'm just gonna paint on the ears. I'm gonna make the ears small because I don't want it too big so that it's not too obvious. And I still managed to mess it up. This is one ear done, and now time to paint on the other side. This may look weird, but that's an elephant's characteristic. There we go. These are the finished results. I like them a lot. This is the elephant. I like the trunk and how I shaped it. I like the lips. And this is the pink thing. Like how I painted it, the upper lip. And also the mouth. Oops. And the tusks, they're white. They're like ivory. Ooh, you could see this thing. And then the ears. They may look odd looking, but that's okay. And the eyes. And it's an elephant raindrop. I'm calling it more an elephant than a raindrop. And this is the squishy Caleb gave me. Thank you again, Caleb, by the way. Oops, and then this is the face. It looks plain, but this actually goes with my hearts and ducks set thing. Now there's a new helper for the party. So let's give it a squish. It's still a bit stress bally, but that's okay. The elephant is a bit squishier now than before, and the trunk is even squishier now, all thanks to the slick white paint. And it's gonna try to pinch, but it can't because the fingers are too short. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to Caleb. Thank you for watching Sprightly Kid. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.